All right, everybody, here we go. Gonna do this video out here in a parking lot because at home the lighting is either terrible or even more terrible. So here we are out here in a random parking lot, and I want to show you what we have going on today with the build, and hopefully I'll get a good angle at this. But here is the floor going on here. Pretty good light happening. Here's the side panels here. Let me get the GoPro where we can actually work with it. Here's the side panels. See this little gap down here? We're going to address that, but rest assured, behind that gap from the box back in this panel is sealed. All right, and this is a beauty panel for the floor that we did, and we'll put the seats back and show you what we got going on with the console. So got it sealed here with a rubber seal, push down, flush mounted, and it's pretty tight on there. I mean, this wire is keeping it off a little bit, but it's sealed underneath it anyway. It just gives it a bounce part, and eventually we'll close this up somehow or another. I think I have an idea for that, using some floral foam to close that up and then harden it. But here we go, and I do have my lights installed, which I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but I have a light there, and a light there, and a light there, all right, and a light here. And when I turn them on, they're on white, so I don't know how this is going to act on the GoPro. So there's lights there, and I just wanted ambient light. That's why I didn't paint the box white. And there they are, mounted up. All right, see how they shine on the subs. I got to flip the boots, and I want to put the Sundown Audio in the spotlight on both of them right here. All right, so there we go. And yeah, do I need to? Oh, it's through. Okay, I was like, that looked like it was coming out. I just cut them too long, I guess. All right, so we're good there. And as far as the console is concerned, we put this back up. Doing some test fitting. I still hadn't found my cup holder. All right, but I'm doing some test fitting, and here's the paint job of the console here. All right, this ain't painted because you got to take out this entire bracket to the entire dashboard on both sides just to get that and this. So I'm gonna come up with another plan. We might actually just wrap that or roll on paint those right there. And then finally in the middle, only reason why my armrest isn't here in that console is because I can't find the bolts. I forgot what I did with them, and I know that I should have done something with the bolts. And I'm kind of considering coming back and popping this back out and painting this right here, and cover these up with tape, and then paint this in here, get this all, because that's like kind of ratty looking with a fresh paint job. A little bit of tightening up we got to do. I got to super glue this to this. This is the light controller for the lights here. All right, little toggle switch for the lights, and analog toggle switch for the amplifier. How old school is that? So there we go, and this is what we got going on. All right, so wide shot from back here. Yep, not bad, not bad. Yep, coming along nicely. All right, and I guess since I got you here, let me turn this off, and I'll do a little bit of a demo before we take off. Oh shit. All right, let's get a reaction video here. I want you to give me an honest opinion on what you think about it. We're about 90% of the way done. 90-ish. All right, here we go. Paint job. I gotta find my cup holder. Here it comes.
Dude, that sounds good. Oh shit. Took me for a second there. I'm like, oh shit.
It's getting there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that's, that right there. I got to find the cup holder, and I got to find the 2 bolts that holds my armrest. Yep. And I got to super glue that little piece to hold the lights in. I kind of jacked it up, but I had to make room for those fins because they're at an angle. But I'll push it in there and super glue it like that. And then my little analog switch to turn the amp off and on. Everybody's got fancy lights and all that. I just like going click.
Yeah.
And be done with it.
Yeah.
That, I don't know what frequency that is on that song because it doesn't say. But that slams.
Yeah.
That frequency right there is awesome.
You can do this too.
Yeah, I got to roll. You know, I was going to do this the other day on my day off. This and this and this. But you got to take this entire bracket behind here off on both sides. Like this entire, I mean, I was like, I ain't going through all that. So I'm just going to roll on. I'm going to pop these loose and tape this off so it didn't get on it. And I'm just going to roll on.
Same color.
Yeah, I'm going to go get a little paint mixed at Lowe's. And just tell them winter gray gloss. And roll this on. And be done with it. And then clean this up, obviously. Leave that black. Wrap around the doors. When I do the trunk, do the floor, carpet, tighten up on some more electrical, I'll be done.
Yeah.
But I think that's good enough for.
Oh yeah, that's good, dude.
That's good enough for a daily driver / a little show car. Get the rear deck. I'm gonna put some fabric over here. I think I'm gonna get some headliner fabric and just like tack it and like reverse roll it, if that makes sense. And then, because you can still, there's still a little room to get through there where I can angle it out and then spread it out and then tack it down. It's not like any wind's going to get to it. Yeah. All this is also, as long as it tacks down, I have time to glue it. Yep.
Nice.
And then maybe behind here, where I put this panel on, maybe put a couple of mid-bass drivers there to pick up some of the in-between from the 80 to like 400 range up in there. I don't know. Might or might not. Who knows?
It's coming together.
Yep. I got that spackled off, and we'll paint those back gray.
Yeah.
I got to do these yet. Spackle that off and then paint that gray. I guess I'll put some type of call sign across here, Sundown Audio or something. That may be where I put my NX 74205. I was actually thinking of doing NX 1728 because 1728 is the number you use, what they call the golden number for finding out. It's a 1,728 inches, cubic inches is 1 cubic foot. So I thought that would be kind of neat since we're going with the Star Trek theme.
That's good, dude. It's coming a lot better.
Yep. And it's clean enough to where if I ever want to take it out, you know, and go back to normal, it can go back to normal. That foam peels off pretty easy.
Yeah.
That spray foam that I got behind there.
Oh, these are screwed in. Are these screwed in too?
That's screwed into the box, yeah.
Okay.
From behind.
Okay.
Yeah. I did Craig bit on the back side, but I put regular screws in them.
Yeah.
Because they hold better for some reason. I don't know why. Yep. And they got louder since last time, mainly because I took out the screws out of the window on the bottom because I have it flush mounted with the box. Mm-hmm. And I put 2.5-inch screws across there and sandwiched that box. And I had a little bit of an air leak. You could feel a poof coming from that seam back there. And you could feel the poof every time it would hit. I was like, yeah, that's because something so small like that, man, it'll kill the overall pressure of it in these 4th orders. So I sunk those 2.5s in one at a time. And man, that closed it up. That made a hell of a difference. Just that, and of course the walling it up. Yeah. Because now it has something hard to bounce off of back and forth, right? Instead of just fabric. That's why people do all that hard stuff. Yeah, I know. I gotta get that too. I guess that's on my list of things to get done. Alright, everybody. I don't know if how much of that I'm going to put in, if any of that at all. I just thought it'd be neat. He hadn't heard it. I really hadn't played it very loud. I don't even know if I can play that song. That song may be copyrighted. I'm going to have to check it out and see. I'll throw it through the algorithm and see. And if you see this posted, then there you go. I should have got the other woman yesterday, got her reaction. That would have been classic. It like, she acted like it blew her forward. She was like, ugh. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Woo!
You gotta be shitting me, man. That mother's strong.